PMacMovies back. I'm actually in the movie room this time. I think it's been a while since I've been in here because it's just been a cluttered, horrible mess with movies on top of the desk here where I have this, my stuff set up here. But I got this cleared off. I'm changing up the movie room. I'm starting to, again, take a look at plans to start working on the shelves. It's going to be a big job, but, you know, I've already started kind of clearing space for it, which is good. So, there are movies all over the room, but I actually found some different spots for the bin. Anyway, I hope everybody is having a nice holiday season. I'm going to take a look at just one stack that I've got recently. The mail's going kind of slow and stuff, like you guys all know that. So, but we're just going to take a look at the stack that I've gotten here over the past week. Hopefully I remembered to grab everything that I've gotten. So I got like a Kino order here. I got some Zavvi stuff, and I did go to the pawn shop and Dollar Tree. So I think that's pretty much everything. On the way, I have a Hamilton book order. And what was the other one that I have? I have another order coming. Hamilton book. Oh, Shout Factory. Shout Factory had like an out of print sale. I do have a thing of coffee here, and I am going to dump this into the mug, which usually ends up with some dripping. Maybe I can prevent some dripping here. Probably not, though. It's probably going to drip all over my movies. So kick back, relax, and watch a little PMacMovies. See, yeah, that's what it is. See, when I pour it out of this, there's a little space there, and that's where it drips. You son of a gun. But hopefully I don't get it on any movies. So what we have here is a little organic Guatemalan coffee that you can probably, if you have a Walmart Supercenter, most people do, I guess, you can get the whole bean Guatemalan organic coffee, grind it up, and then I put a little maple syrup in it. And we got a little black Guatemalan, organic Guatemalan coffee with a little bit of maple syrup. Not bad. Let's take a look at what we got here on PMacMovies. I can't believe it's Saturday already, but like I said, I hope you guys had a good Christmas. I don't, I pretty much buy stuff that I want all through the year, and I don't want to like, oh, I want this movie and this box set and this stuff, and then like I could just wait and get it for very cheap. I don't want people going out and spending like $60 on a set or something that I can end up with for like 30 or something like that. So I prefer to buy my own movies. I get a little, maybe I get a little bit of money, but that, that ends up going towards bills and stuff. Maybe a few clothing items I'll get. We haven't really done a whole lot yet. My parents are actually coming over this weekend. I think they'll have a few gifts for me. A few little things and whatnot. They usually get me stuff that's more like useful, like clothes or maybe, I don't know, tools or, something I can use. Which is good, something more practical. Because we know PMac don't need more movies. I already got a shit ton. Let's take a look at the Kino order. So Kino had a sale here in December, I get November, December. And the prices I didn't think were great. I do have to pay sales tax here in New York. A lot of people don't have to pay sales tax, but you got to get over that shit. There wasn't a lot that I wanted, but however, they added something that I did want, which good, it's in this stack. I thought maybe I put it somewhere else. This was one that was like out of print that got brought back briefly, and it is the Great Train Robbery here. Had to have it. It's got my man Donald Sutherland in it. It also has Sean Connery. Shuck it, Trebek. Weird that they died within the same year, isn't it? But yeah, Sean Connery, Donald Sutherland. Supposed to be a pretty good movie. Michael Crichton directed it. Apparently the transfer on it isn't great. We do have like a Kino booklet here too. Kino's fantastic. I wish this was a better sale that they had. You know, I would have, you know, if there's more that were like within my price range. That was actually part of the like, going out of print sale, while supplies last sale. Another one part of the while supplies last sale, which I have the DVD of this and I was just going to pass on it, but I'm like, I want all the Charles Bronsons. A little bit more than I wanted to pay. It's supposed to be one of his weaker movies, but I decided to go ahead and snag up Assassination here from 1987, 88 minutes. It is also part of the While Supplies Last sale. So yeah, I just decided to go ahead and grab it for 12 bucks. So these were both 12 bucks, a little bit more than I wanted to pay, but you know, if you wait too long, they're going to be out of print. Coffee? Pretty good. Up next, we have 3 that were part of the winter sale here. Okay. First, I just heard a lot of good things about this. Don't really know a whole lot about the movie, but I just kept reading great things about it, so I decided to go ahead and grab it. I had to get, $50 worth for the free shipping, because I definitely wanted The Great Train Robbery, and then there was a few others that were kind of iffy. But I did go ahead and snag up The Gray Fox. Definitely interested in your guys' opinions if you've seen this. This is from a brand new 4K restoration. However, I've read some issues with the transfer and stuff. I'm sure it'll be fine for me. But this is from 1982, 92 minutes. Glad to be able to get it. Heard pretty much nothing but really good things about that one. Up next, this is another one that I'm really glad that I got. It sounded like an interesting movie, and actually the more reviews I read about it, the gladder I am that I got it, because it sounds really good. It is Jodie Foster and the Little Girl Who Lives Down the Lane. Sounds like a really interesting thriller here. Also starring Martin Sheen, and I don't know the other people. So this one was 10 bucks, which is a good deal, because this one I believe just came out recently. And then the final one, I believe this was 11 bucks. It is a Henry Georges Clouzot movie, La Prisonnière. This is a Kino Classics, brand new 4K restoration. Kino Classics. They got their different lines, like they got the Kino Lorber Studio Classics, and they got, just the Kino Classics, which I guess this is. I'm taking a look at this one. This one actually says ScorpionReleasing.com on the back, which is interesting. So they're not all from like the same line that Kino puts out. I didn't even realize that for the Girl Who Lives Down the Lane. But yeah, it isn't part of one of these, the Studio Classics where it's got like they all got the same spine. So that's kind of interesting. So these 2 aren't from that Studio Classics line, and these 3 are. All right. Let's get those out of the way. What else do we got here? We do got some Zabby stuff, which is some of the better stuff, but let's save the best for last. Ooh, yeah, dig it. Let's see. We have, which some of these I've already watched. Paul Walker and the Lazarus Project. This was $1 from the pawn shop. I watched this movie a few days ago, and I actually think it was pretty good. I don't know that it has a Blu-ray. I like kind of these mind trippy type of movies where you don't know like if what's going on is really going on. But so it was a good kind of a psychological drama thriller sort of thing. I enjoyed it. I mean, it's not a great movie, but really glad that I got it for $1. Paul Walker's not bad. I like Paul Walker. It also has Piper Perabo. She's not in it very long. Linda Cardellini is in this in her younger days. Linda from Freaks and Geeks, really good on that show. And she's been in some Was she in the Ant-Man movies? I can't remember. She's been in a bunch of stuff. Who else is in this? Those are really the only ones that I know of very well. I got this Well Go movie called Wu Dang. I remember this being on Blu-ray for pretty cheap, and I ended up, for some reason, I think I couldn't get free shipping or something, so I ended up never getting it. And then this one looked pretty good too. It's got Orlando Bloom and Forrest Whitaker. Zulu. This is from Phase 4 Films. Orlando Bloom's pretty good. Forrest Whitaker definitely good. So that was a cool one. And then a few Dollar Tree snags. I might need a refill of coffee here. This one I got for Ben. I thought that he mentioned that he wanted this, and I know I hadn't seen many. I think I had only seen this once, and I got it. And I went to one here, how long ago was it? Maybe last weekend or something, and I saw another copy, and I was fairly confident Ben wanted this, so I went ahead and grabbed vinyl. This is a Shout Factory one, so actually I need to put this over here. I think I put his other, I don't know what I did with the movies I got for him. Hopefully I didn't lose them. No, they might actually be in this bag down here. I got another one that he wanted. I got some more Dollar Tree stuff. I remember watching some of these giant Super Bowls when they beat the Patriots, so I definitely wanted this one. I think this is when they beat the Patriots for the first time, was it? I could be wrong. This is from 2011. I see they have, I think that's Justin Tuck. I feel like he was only with them for the first Super Bowl, but he might have been with them for both. I can't remember. I just remember, expecting the Patriots to win for sure, and the Giants won. And the Giants didn't even have, at least the first year they won it, they didn't even really do that great. It was a pretty big shock, and then the second one was probably fairly similar. And then the New Orleans Saints Super Bowl team here. So these are like, I guess, these are probably like documentaries on their seasons, and they're both like 2.5 hours. They're 140 minutes each. And then with the Saints, I remember they beat Peyton Manning, and the Colts, I believe Peyton Manning threw an interception for a touchdown, possibly in the fourth quarter of that game. I did get a couple others. This is a CJ Entertainment one. If I find any CJ Entertainments at Dollar Tree that I don't have, I definitely snag those up. It is Asura, The City of Madness. So another Asian movie. And then another sports one. I also remember when the Boston Celtics won the championship there with Kevin Garnett. And this is just focused on Kevin Garnett. So, he was with the Timberwolves for most of his career. And then he went to the Celtics. And then I can't remember if he ended up going to a different team after the Celtics, or if he ended his career with the Celtics. I can't quite remember. I know they traded some of their best players once they got older, like Paul Pierce and things like that. So this is 80 minutes. Seems like another good one for a buck. I think the Celtics beat the Lakers that year they won the championship. I can't remember. All right, so let's get those out of the way. And then we have some Zabby things. I feel like I should have more than this. Actually, there's one from Target. I wonder if I got other stuff from Target that I should be showing. Anyway, I got Internal Affairs. I think this ended up being about $5. A movie that I don't have on, I don't think I have this on DVD. Definitely don't have it on Blu-ray until now, so went ahead and snagged it up. Some Richard Gere and Andy Garcia, directed by Mike Figgis. I like Richard Gere. Not a huge Andy Garcia fan. I guess he's okay, but not a huge fan. But now let's get to the Zabby, which I feel like I might have more somewhere. I feel like I should have more. I'm just taking a look over there. Maybe not. I don't know. Did I? Yeah, I showed my Vinegar Syndromes. Okay. So, I still got stuff from Zabby coming. They're just kind of, with the shipping issues and everything like that, they're kind of coming in a little bit scattered. You know, I might end up with some today, who knows. It's weird though, because over the past couple weeks I've been slowly getting stuff trickled in, and they all shipped like a similar time. But anyway, one of the ones I got was from 88 Films. I like to get their 88 Films Asian movies. This one being The Brave Archer on Blu-ray. Definitely don't have all these that 88 Films has put out. I would love to have them all, but it's just, you know, it becomes kind of a pricey endeavor to get them all. But it's cool that they're releasing so many Jackie Chan movies and other older Asian martial arts movies. From 101 Films, I went ahead and snagged up Prom Night. This is with Leslie Nielsen and Jamie Lee Curtis. This is a Region B release. There is a Region A release of this also. I'm trying to think, was it Synapse maybe who put this out? I was looking into it. But I was able to get this for a pretty good price, so I went ahead and snagged it. What is she wearing? Jamie Lee Curtis there. But, you know, I've heard this is kind of like a classic slasher type of movie, so I was able to get it for a decent price, and I snagged it. A couple Arrow Video ones. Firstly, we have Empathy Inc., which is a low-budget sci-fi, I guess, bordering on horror type of movie. It says, you know, it has shades of Pi, Twilight Zone, Primer. Definitely does. Has kind of a feel to it like a Primer, or like a Pi. It really does. I watched it. I feel like it had an interesting idea, but it didn't. It could have made the idea a lot bigger. It really kept it quite small in scope, which, you know, it was fine. It was okay, but not necessarily one that I would recommend buying. Maybe just more of a one-time watch. I don't expect to ever watch it again. I don't think that there was a ton of, like, depth to it. Coffee! I need more coffee! Okay. We want to prevent that from dripping. Here on PMacMovies. Coffee. Up next, another one that was a more recent release from Arrow. I got Bloodstone. These were both part of a buy one, get one, so they probably ended up being about $12 each, I would say. And I was willing to pay a little bit more for some. Oh, I forgot. I remember one that I don't think I showed. I don't know where I put it, though. Son of a gun. Because I remember I watched it. But I was glad that, you know, I got some of these because they got the booklet still. So you're able to get the bargain price, plus you get the booklet, which is good. I haven't watched Bloodstone yet. This is one from, I think, Nico Masterakis or whatever his name is. Yeah, Nico Masterakis. The Arrow's put out a bunch of his. And with Empathy Inc., that also has the booklet. I was putting up a bunch of boutique movies because I don't want my boutiques on the floor. So I was, and I would raise the camera up, but it's plugged in, so I'm trying to find the other movie that I watched, and I don't know what I did with it. Here it is. I might have already showed this one, but I'm not sure if I did, and I want to show it again. Here it is. Hegazusa. This is actually region free. It is 102 minutes. I probably did show this in my last haul, and I actually watched this one. It has comparisons to The Witch and things like that, which it definitely is that sort of thing. There's not even really that much dialogue in it. And it really doesn't spell out a whole lot that happens in the movie. Like, it's a lot of you're interpreting what you're seeing in the movie. Maybe I'll talk more about this one. I might be making a haul video here. Maybe I'll talk more about this one then. There's definitely some depth to it. I mean, the movie really is pretty simple. But there's depth as far as figuring out exactly what the hell you watched, but it's kind of like set in that time period of The Witch, and focuses on a girl who it's so hard to describe the movie because it doesn't really tell you much, but she's basically given a hard time. She's suffered some abuses, some traumas, and whether she was ever into witchcraft or not, it seems like during the movie, you know, she goes towards that direction. But it's a pretty interesting movie. Definitely not one for everybody. Definitely slow and something that you really need to ponder, take in and ponder. So, but let's continue on here. I got Prime Suspect, the complete collection. This is 10 discs. It is over 1,400 minutes. This is Region 2. The US version of this is very expensive. I was glad to be able to get this for like less than $20 for the whole thing. Now, I was watching the first disc, and the picture quality is not very good. I believe it does have subtitles, which is good, but, you know, I didn't expect it to have very good picture quality. Would definitely like to have these on Blu-ray, the whole set, but it's very expensive. So Helen Mirren is the star. Prime Suspect complete collection. Seems like a pretty good show so far. And then another complete series that I got, which I thought was a really good deal. It is Killjoys, the complete series. I believe they released all of these on Blu-ray in the US, but they didn't release a complete series set other than DVD. So this is 50 episodes, all 5 seasons. And this ended up being less than $30 for the whole thing. I think it was like 20 something, and then, you know, with I had a little discount, and then, you know, it was in pounds, but it ended up being a few bucks less than 30, I do believe. And I've watched 3 episodes, and then I think I was into the 4th. I might have finished the 4th. It's not a great show. You know, you kind of got to get a feel for a show before you get into it. But it's a pretty fun show. It aired on Sci-Fi. I've definitely been entertained with it so far. So glad to be able to get it for such a good price. I've had my eye on the show since they started releasing the DVDs and Blu-rays of it. So I'm glad that I was patient. I waited until the end of the run and got the full collection for very affordable. Man, I ate pretty recently, but my tummy feels like it wants more food already. What's up with that, tummy? And I actually haven't went grocery shopping in a while, so there's not a whole lot of food around here. We ran out of eggs. Eggs is like a staple food for me. Always go to eggs. The problem is, I haven't bought them in a while, and I had stored six of them, and I started eating them again. I was not eating them for a while to see if it helped anything, but started eating them again. But now we got the grocery store right over here, so I can go grab some eggs. They're going to be a little bit more expensive at that one now than where I usually get them, which is Aldi's. But anyway, that's it. We're going off on a tangent again. Hope you guys have had a happy holiday. Take a look in the description section for ways that you can help out the channel. You can also take a look at my sales video. Got a lot of Blu-rays I'm selling. I do have a lot of DVDs too, but I didn't make a video of those at this point. And I've also been going through my collection and arranging things, and I found a bunch of other stuff that I need to sell. Yeah, so take a look at that, see what's already sold and all those things. But I'll keep making sale videos here and there to show off, you know, what I still have left and things like that. And then what I can't sell, you know, I'll look at other avenues like eBay and things like that. So yeah, take a look at the description section. You know, maybe I'll try Instagram or something like that. We'll see what happens. Thanks for joining me, and we'll see you next time on PMac.